You gotta wait. Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to another live special. This second time ever for the Aftershock corner, I believe, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. And this is the Aftershock corner, season 3, episode 13. Now, if I seem a little out of it, I have not gone to sleep at all yet, just because it hasn't happened. Sometimes that happens. I was up all night watching NXT, and just kind of looked outside and saw it was 6 o'clock in the morning. So, don't get on my case about it, okay?
Should probably watch Takeover Toronto
So,
instead of watching random episodes of NXT.
I wasn't watching random episodes of NXT. I was watching build-up episodes to Toronto. It's a
who says
difference.
such a thing?
So I'll do the intro.
You're on the fucking show.
I am the brand spanking new Aftershock corner predictions heavyweight champion, Owen the
You ain't
Million
heavyweight.
Finch.
You're spanking.
It's still called the heavyweight. The title itself is called the heavyweight. So by that,
Technically, it's
lightweight.
a television.
Technically.
we call it the heavyweight. But yeah, the brand
United
spanking new
States
Aftershock.
Heavyweight title, lightweight championship.
Yeah. We're gonna get a different belt because this is just getting ridiculous now.
It is.
But anyhow, and this is
The former Aftershock Corner predictions heavyweight champion of the world. It's depressing.
shortest reign ever.
The shortest reign ever.
I don't think you ever
Yes.
get
Motherfucking duh. Chris freaking died, so like something.
introduce yourself right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is John Teddy, and I am the advocate for Rusev.
Just
Who's that here?
Oh, so he's not making an appearance?
No.
Maybe that's if he makes an appearance if they want to leave the screen. He can.
Yeah,
Rusev ain't here.
we have a viewer.
By the way, not to be confused.
John.
Not to be confused with the other Rusev. This one's spelled R-U-B-B Sev.
Okay.
R-U-B-B Sev. Wow, his two B's in his name.
Isn't that
Rusev.
supposed to be an S before the B too?
It'd be Rusev. Rusev.
Rusev.
Ru-
Exactly.
R-U-S-E-F. Rusev.
It's a knockoff version. It's like the you know, like the regular Tylenol, then you have the store brand one.
Yeah, it's the story.
I know the store brand one.
So
It's Rusev.
we are here to talk about Survivor Series.
Boo!
Some people didn't like the show. We're just going to talk about the show, then we're going to give it an in-depth review on Survivor Series.
In-depth?
In-depth.
Depth. The
We'll
depth
go
without
over
review.
every single section that happened on the show, everything that happened, every single thing. Chris is Thorne's dead, so he's
Not dead, that's 33%.
okay. That's good enough. So yeah, we're gonna review Survivor Series, and then we'll just be out of here because
Or just be out of here.
yeah.
Just get out of your way.
So
Notifications.
I know. I usually use my computers.
I know, but like, I'll get to it in a second.
You're gonna read it exactly the way I wrote it. too, aren't you?
Exactly.
So let's let me guess you. You're gonna watch us, aren't you?
It's creepy. Why would I watch us?
We're not there. We're not live no more.
No, we are live.
No, we're live. I'm just I turned off my notifications yesterday.
Anyway,
But anyhow, so let's get to Survivor Series.
okay, so the panel, the pre-show, is Renee Moon, T.
What?
Let's play vote.
EVVHR. T.
I didn't play that.
Yeah, you did.
Those are supposed to be rolled.
They look like V's. Don't
Who?
they look like, doesn't it look like T's?
That looks like V's and U's.
Okay.
Booker T.
Booker T.
Lita.
Latia.
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 Best known as Lita.
Jury.
Who?
Jury. Google it.
Jerry the King Lawler.
I can't move.
I'll translate that, yeah.
Okay.
So here we go. So match number 1.
Not the match, the segment.
The segment 1.
We've got some commentators.
The commentary team. Is that what this is supposed to be? Okay. The commentary team of Corey Graves,
Which is Koi Graves.
Muro Ronaldo,
It's supposed to
and
be
JVL.
It's supposed to be Moanao and BBL.
Oh, and David Utunga.
Your tongue guy.
It's supposed to be David
Yo,
Utunga.
he's yelling it.
Okay, segment. So that's the commentary. Does that look like a what? Sorry. That does it look like a weird circle one?
Yes.
I didn't know it was like commentary.
Because I went to write one, but I forgot. Oh crap! I forgot to write the comment.
Oh, when do you spell check when you write these?
Well, this is all right now. So sorry, I'm sorry. I'm picking it. Okay,
I've been getting picked up for no reason for the past week or so.
Segment 1 is Sami Zayn. I don't know if there's anything. Okay.
So he's talking. So Mick Foley comes up and he gives them a pep talk. He goes to give him a pep talk about why he wants Sami Zayn to win the Intercontinental Championship. And Sami Zayn he doesn't need motivation because
He does need motivation. I'm his motivation. I'm his biggest fan
no,
ever
because
in his life.
Mick Foley was the reason that he wanted to be a professional wrestler, and Sami Zayn talks about how pretty much how he this is going to be his big moment to win the Intercontinental Championship as well. And Mick Foley then when he walks away, Mick Foley then says, "I guess he didn't need motivation."
Okay.
And because he did.
The Miz and Maurice invade the match.
They just pretty much talk crap about Daniel Bryan, about how he's not getting
I thought they were
motivation.
invited.
No, it's invade.
And they talk about how that they're not getting any support from Daniel Bryan. That if Daniel Bryan could pick a winner, that he picked Sami Zayn. Because when they walked away from the SmackDown Talking Smack panel, he didn't say that to Miz's face, so it's like he had a little bit of doubt in the Miz, and he says that he's going to retain his championship and prove that
Poop all over him.
and prove that he does not. It would be a mistake for Daniel Bryan to trade him too long.
Okay. The Brian Kendrick promo.
The brainchild, Brian Kendrick promo.
Oh, yeah, but you didn't see this match, so. Pretty much it just shows a little video package.
Okay.
Talks
This is
about
good.
Kendrick's dominance, why he's going to be fully stonewashed, how he's the face of the cruiserweight division.
So is this the pre-show?
Then we're talking about picture.
Why?
That's what I have right here, and it's on this for mispronounce the names of all of these.
Well,
the Lynch Mob and Nikki Bella backstage.
I wasn't listening.
The Lynch Mob.
That's what I call Becky Lynch in her bands.
Oh.
It sounds terrible.
So
Nikki Bella?
they talk about how they're going to take out Team Law and Charlotte Flair, because I forgot that's her name now. I keep forgetting that it's not just Charlotte anymore.
They have to add Flair because in case people forgot that he's their daughter.
Yeah.
He is their daughter.
Wow. What a botch. And Dana Brooke come up.
That's her.
And Charlotte talks about how she's standing in the ring with two former ex-women's champions, and she talks about how she made Becky Lynch tap out at WrestleMania, and she took the women's title the Raw women's title from Nikki Bella.
What the fuck is this raw woman shit?
Monday Night Raw women's title.
It's the same fucking title. There's different
Well,
colors.
this time I gotta call it the Raw women's title because this is a branded pay. This isn't a branded pay-per-view. It's just a regular big four pay-per-view that we normally buy. I'm not done yet. And then Nikki Bella says that don't you think I'm gonna get
that up.
don't you think that I forgot what you did to me a year ago where you took me out of injury, and she said she's going to take out all her aggression on Charlotte. But yeah, so that was the opening segment. The women's segment.
Give in Owens. Q&A.
This was great.
This is awesome.
You saw it?
I did see it.
Talked about it.
They called him Phil again.
Because it's Tom Phillips is the one conducting
His
this.
name's Phil. And they called to the truck because he wanted to put someone on the list,
Yeah,
but the person on the truck like flipped past it.
yeah.
He's like, "Put it back up!"
I loved it too
was
when
so funny.
Tom Phillips was because he was wearing blue supporting SmackDown, and he was asking Owens, "Why are you wearing blue? You should be wearing red supporting Raw." And Owens was like, "What? Is SmackDown and Raw going to decide what colors I'm gonna wear now?" And then I liked when they accuse Tom Tom Phillips of being a racist pretty much. And then I have somewhere in there, I don't remember when it happens, because they asked like a bunch of questions. I love one question is, would you take a scarf from Kevin Owens if it was presented? So then they completely troll that fan.
Yep. Would you take a scarf? Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho gave it to you.
Yeah.
It's like, of course I would. And Jericho takes up the scarf and gives it to him and he puts it on. And had up the rest of the interview.
And then I thought he was gonna come out with it later on in the night too.
That was funny.
And then they talk about they're gonna be the sole survivors, and then they're gonna be like, of course we are. And then there was a funny spot where they said, we're gonna have a no Tom party, where they're not gonna invite Tom Phillips. Like, so you now admitted that my name is Tom, and then they're like, no, your name is Phil. And I think they said something like Tom, you stupid idiot.
Yep.
And Finch or something like that.
And they put that girl on Twitter on the list, or
Jeff was like,
on
you
the
just
list.
made the list. And then when the camera guy doesn't put it back up, he's like, you know what, camera guy, you just made the list. How did you see this?
My phone.
Yeah, but I thought you didn't watch the pre-show.
I did watch the pre-show.
Oh, you did? Why didn't you tell me? You could have been talking about that backstage interviews and all that stuff.
I don't care about those.
Oh. Okay, next.
Lori Brugler Police versus no dog with Swan. Two different.
I kind of missed most of this match because I was going to my friend's house and I was
Yeah.
losing Wi-Fi, so you're gonna have to.
I
I did. From what I saw, was really good. There was a funny spot where the match is happening, and you hear Renee yelling on the band. You heard this, right?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, yeah, no, you didn't yell.
No, I didn't. I wasn't really paying attention to it.
Renee Young's on like the piano, and I think like her mic got cut off or something because there was a technical problem. Just like, can you hear me? And she's like, okay, 9 minutes, good. It was hilarious. But anyhow, from what I saw, it was a really good high flying match.
Yeah.
And obviously, and I should mention too that because the commentary team wasn't always the same.
Yeah, it wasn't.
They
It was
switched it
different.
up. So Corey Graves and Moore Manalo were working commentary because they have to make sense so they can get experience working with each other because they're going to be working commentary for when they do the 205 show. So yeah, and talk about the match.
That was a good match.
Yeah.
I feel like the right team went over at the end of the day.
Swan team
yeah.
won, right, with the 450.
Yeah, they standing 450. That's pretty sick.
Who did he hit it on? Do you remember?
I
I know it wasn't Devoli.
wasn't Navarro.
Was it Gulak or was it Nice?
think it was Nice.
Okay. For some reason, I can't tell which one is which.
Yeah.
It's not like they look like each other, but it's like it's weird.
I think it was Nice who hit it on.
Next match.
Can we spell the review? Told you, knock off Rusev.
They
I don't
did
really
it.
care about it.
They did a segment
where they-
with the Brian Kendrick, and they got into it. Talked about how he destroyed Sin Cara, who
Yeah.
Sin Cara thinks he's better than you. So it's like he was trying to build up the center between the Lucha Dragons, which doesn't make any sense because he's not on SmackDown, he's on Raw, so it's like it's weird. I believe that match was Kane versus Luke Harper, right?
Coon versus Luke Harper.
Okay match, not a great match, but an okay match.
Coon.
Dude.
Coon,
I am the King.
better known as Kane, went with a choke slam, which obviously kind of buried Luke Harper.
Yeah.
But I guess Kane's been getting beat down for the past few weeks by the Wyatts. Maybe you had to have him look strong somehow, but it's like Luke Harper still came out later on in the night. So like I don't know. But on commentary was for this match it was Moore Winalo, not Corey Graves, Moore Winalo, David Otungo, and JBL.
I don't know what song you were talking here.
The penis monkey.
Mario.
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 Anyway.
I guess he's Mario now. So overall, the pre-show was pretty good. It did not need to be 2 hours.
Nope.
Way too long.
Way too long.
I mean, it gave me time to play some computer games and all that. But
It was 2 hours is way too long for a pre-show. You
But-
can't unless if it's like WrestleMania. Other than
an
that,
hour is too long for a
Yeah.
pre-show.
WrestleMania is special. They put more matches on the pre-show.
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
Like the matches, there was only like 2 matches, and they come on to the end of the show because they couldn't put them on because they didn't have anybody there.
They tried to build this up like this was a special pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Because it was special start time at 7 o'clock, but it really wasn't.
Yeah,
It felt more like just a regular pay-per-view.
yeah.
Because they're trying to build it up they're trying to build up the Survivor Series like it's one of the big four. It is.
Yeah, it is.
But it's not as important as it once was.
No.
It's very, very.
I thought tonight was
No.
going to be really important because of what was at stake, but we'll get into that because I still came out of the show quite pleased, but I was very disappointed. I was kind of disappointed coming out of the show too.
Timber, and it's a foot spin, Sasha and Schultz. With Dana Brooke at ringside versus.
When did we have someone start reading like they're taking a shit?
It's not like he's lost his voice or something like that.
So I think he
has
lost his voice and he's taking a shit midway through
He
it.
also has he also has the smoker's voice. I think on commentary for this match it was Noah Winalo, Troy Drake, Ivan Saxon, David Otunga, and JBL, I think.
Mario.
Terrible.
Not the greatest match.
No.
It was just there. This match,
Nikki Bella got taken out. Everyone, it's fucking obvious it's Carmella.
I think it's Natalia because she got to go in the match.
Can it be more obvious? It's obviously Carmella because of feuding.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't make any sense why she'd do that.
yeah, because it's her teammate.
Yeah.
So Natalia ran out, and of course in her hometown, got a huge reaction, and was basically put in the match.
Yeah. This match wasn't the greatest. Let me get to the elimination.
It wasn't the greatest, and plus the fact that Sasha Banks got eliminated first.
No, she wasn't first.
Yeah, she was first. She's the first person eliminated.
I thought Alicia Fox was first.
No, Alicia Fox was eliminated. I don't think Alicia Fox was eliminated first. I think it
Let
was
me get the
Sasha.
eliminations up.
Why are you looking at Frederick Ross at the third?
That was you, buddy.
Why is he bald?
It was his year.
You should have went with Sherman Tank.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted.
Which, by the way, I'm also the advocate for one Sherman Tank. And Ernie Balls.
Ernie
Okay,
Balls.
so-
Ernie Balls.
Ernie Balls Jr.
B-A-L-E-Z. Balls.
Alright.
Balls.
So I'll just quickly say the eliminations because it actually was. So I got it up on Wikipedia here.
I wanted to Wikipedia. But go on.
Thanks for this stuff.
I guess and Carmella actually was the first one out by Alicia Fox with the botched scissors kick.
The botch kick?
Yep.
How does the fuck every single time?
And Naomi ended up. I think there was a spot when and then Alicia Fox got out by Alexa Bliss with
She's doing the
the
time
Twisted Bliss.
Was that second?
Yeah, it was second.
I thought Sasha was eliminated first.
And then Naomi, so everyone started fighting, and then Naomi went to dive on Nia Jax, but Nia Jax caught her and slammed her right on the floor, and she threw her into the post and then threw her right on the floor, and Naomi got counted out, so she got eliminated. Then Sasha Banks got eliminated by Natalia via roll-up, which was stupid. And Sasha Banks shouldn't have even gotten eliminated, and if she was, she shouldn't have gotten eliminated like that quickly. It was dumb. I really wish we could have just had that match with just Becky versus the four horsewoman, but can't get what we want. And it just feels like Sasha's being seriously just pushed right now.
Oh yeah,
Because,
big time.
and I don't know why, because she lost the title and then she really was irrelevant in this match. I don't really think she did anything at all, really. And then Nia Jax. So it came down to Alexa Bliss. Oh, wait a second, I missed one. Natalia got eliminated by Charlotte by a big boot.
Oh yeah, big boot. That one movie did it. The one movie she did all match.
Yeah.
The
And-
fucking big boot.
So
So
then
she
it comes
did.
down to, I believe, Charlotte and Bayley versus, Charlotte Bayley and Nia Jax versus Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. And
Fucking botched and said he.
I did.
Me.
Oh,
He hit her with the big boot.
but anyhow, so.
I got myself.
Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch, I thought was kind of cool for them to finish off because they're kind of feuded on SmackDown, so they kind of work together. And they hit a botched double DDT on Nia Jax.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck the point of that was.
Yeah.
They were trying to go for like a DDT, and she fell down somehow.
Yeah.
And she just tackled them.
Fell down.
And then Becky Lynch barely was able to get her into the disarmer. Like she barely got her this move on her. And Nia Jax taps out. So then it's down to Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch versus Charlotte and Bayley. and Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch are fighting. So Nia Jax,
Yeah, I know, it's awesome.
Nia Jax completely lays out.
I'll stop talking for a second and watch it and laugh hysterically.
Yeah. Okay, you go.
So Nia Jax just beats the crap out of Alexa Bliss just because I guess she's mad she got out. And then Charlotte hits a big boot on Alexa Bliss, eliminates her. So then it's down to Becky Lynch versus Charlotte and Bayley. And Bayley and Becky Lynch go at it, which is kind of cool to see them go at it, two former NXT women together. And eventually Bayley hits the belly to belly suplex, it says here, for the win. So the sole survivors team was Charlotte and Bayley.
Who they all face each other at one.
Yep, because afterwards Charlotte attacks Bayley and beats the crap out of her.
And road car.
Overall, this match,
Gotcha.
but this match was very disappointing.
We'll get to that later.
I thought with
Oh yeah.
I thought with Charlotte, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, and all these good women wrestlers in there, we would get such a better matchup that we got, but that just was not the case. And this match just was not that good. And the eliminations just, I didn't like the way they booked the eliminations. It was like one elimination, then another.
Yeah,
You know,
stupid.
And then what was the next thing?
Okay, ready? Here it is. Okay, I'm back. Yup. Dave Ellsworth, backstage.
Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson come up and pretty much bully him. So Mick Foley, the guy on Raw, is defending the SmackDown guy, which made no sense.
Yeah.
And he says, "Don't be picking on the little guy." And then he says he's happy to see where James Ellsworth, has gone. And James Ellsworth goes to mention all his Mick Foley moments. And Mick Foley's like, "Are you gonna mention any moments that doesn't have me being laid out?" And then he mentions, "Well, I liked it when you won the title." And then Mick Foley tries to get him to go to Monday Night Raw, but James Ellsworth was like, "Nope, SmackDown's my home." Thank God I didn't want that guy on Raw.
Thank God. Fuck James Ellsworth. He
And,
fucking murdered.
Then when Mick Foley walks away, and James Ellsworth turns around and Braun Strowman looks at him and he says, "Don't I know you from somewhere?" Because this was the first guy that Braun Strowman squashed. So,
Yep.
and this is how
Fuck him. Still.
And there's more with that later. So overall, I thought it was a good backstage segment because of Braun Strowman.
Yep.
Okay, next match. Well,
The Miz versus
the IC title.
the greatest man that ever lived.
Still should have been Dolph Ziggler. Overall,
Devin Ziggler.
this match a lot better than I thought it would. It was still a pretty good match.
Again, I'll mention this again. It's the people who's in the ring with them making him look good.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm
Yeah,
saying,
that
but,
one.
but I still say, like, in terms of his promo work, he's still the best. He was still the best thing on SmackDown.
Oh, yeah.
He should have kept the belt with no mercy. No bias.
I disagree. He should never even got the belt back to begin with.
You shouldn't
No,
have gotten
because-
the belt back.
Because no business was it. Like Dolph Ziggler was a feel good story. Like, oh, okay, it feels good. Guess what? The month flamed out. It flamed out.
Yeah, because they didn't push him properly.
No one cared about Dolph Ziggler. People were caring about the Miz, surprisingly. We cared about the Miz.
Because Ziggler was making him relevant.
Daniel Bryan here. The whole Talking Smack segment made him better. He's been better over the past few months.
He's intolerable.
He's so good as he is.
He's intolerable.
So the match was pretty good. So Miz works over the leg of Sami Zayn through much of this matchup. So then Sami Zayn starts to make a comeback. He had his dive on the outside, and then eventually Miz gets him into the figure four, and Sami Zayn's able to get to the ropes. So then Sami Zayn gets Miz into the figure four, and the bell rings. So Sami Zayn thinks he's won, but Maurice was the one that won the belt. So Sami Zayn celebrating, and then Miz rolls him up and gets the victory. And so now it's down 1-1. Team Raw SmackDown, and the SmackDown. I was gonna say the SmackDown title stays on SmackDown,
It is a SmackDown title, though. But
but the IC title is gonna stay on SmackDown.
one of my major gripes with this is, what was the point of putting Sami Zayn in the match if he was just going to lose.
What the fuck was the point what the fuck was the point of having Dolph Ziggler champion in the first place?
Because he's a better champion. It's the truth.
I mean,
He's
yeah,
a much better champion. I'd rather see somebody who can fucking wrestle after he's champion.
Rather
than The Miz, who can't wrestle.
I'd rather have the Miz keep the belt from No Mercy to Survivor Series and then have Sami Zayn.
No. I disagree with that. Ziggler should have been champion all along.
Ziggler should
Much better as he champion.
I know he's a much better wrestler, but
That's what I want to see.
If you ask
I don't want to see someone who can talk on a mic and can't wrestle in the ring.
It's
It's a big difference. I don't care about storytelling. I care about actual in-ring product.
Okay, because me and you have very different views of wrestling. That's
And
I look at character and how good a character actually is.
So you don't care about the in-ring ability of someone? You care about their character?
See, Roman Reigns is a shitty character, and in the ring he kind of sucks. I'm saying, like, if you're a good character, you can actually your in-ring work can be a little sloppy. Look at Hulk Hogan.
He was neither good on the mic nor good on the ring.
Hogan?
Yeah.
Hogan was able to draw you in.
Yeah, because at that one time you could do nothing and they still draw you in.
He draw you in. Austin. He wasn't the best. He wasn't the best ring worker himself, but he could talk on the mic.
He was great on the mic.
Yeah.
He was also very good in the ring.
Until he got his neck injury. After that, he's
Because he got hurt.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. Like that was
his in-ring ability because he got hurt.
That was well, yeah. We couldn't really do much after that. That's a problem.
You can't really discredit him though.
I'm not discrediting
Austin and say he's not a good in-ring worker when he is.
Before the injury,
even after he was good.
Not the same.
It wasn't the same because he got fucking hurt. He almost had a career-ending neck injury.
Yeah, but if you ask me like who's the better character, and who's the more interesting person, The Miz.
Yeah, because he can talk.
Yeah.
But he doesn't say, I don't value him as a talker. I want to see what he can do in the ring. He can't do anything in the ring. He needs people who are better than him carrying him in the ring through the match.
That's what I always say with Roman.
So Roman's the same thing.
Except Roman can't talk.
He's getting better.
He's getting better, but he's not.
I don't value Roman as a mic worker. I value him when his in-ring abilities. And in-ring abilities are good. He's a powerhouse. He doesn't need to be, flying around the ring. He's a powerhouse. His moveset is a ground pound moveset.
I mean, you always say that Roman doesn't have a lot of movesets, but he has some good movesets. The power bomb into the
he's added a lot to his moveset.
I'm not. He's improving. I'm just saying in terms of, like, the Miz is more interesting. I'm gonna say like the better story is with the Miz. You can get better shit out of it because more often than not they're more talking than wrestling.
I'd rather see a great wrestling match than a great talking segment.
I like both.
I like both.
No, like, seriously, I like both. But if you ask me like which one I think holds more value, in terms of like if I'm an indie promoter, I know people are coming in NXT wrestling. I'm WWE, I need to generate money, I need someone who's charismatic and able to sell t-shirts and able to give me money. Miz can get to the point where he can get you money because he's able to bring people in.
So would you want to buy Miz merchandise though?
No, it's not the fact that he's going to see Miz merchandise. It's the fact that he'd be going up against someone else and they'll buy their merchandise because they hate the Miz so much. Paying to see his guy's ass kicked.
That's true. Yes, it is true. You do pay to get to see. Because he's a heel.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's a heel.
That's what he's good at. He's really
that's why Ziggler is a better champion because he also can draw people in because people come to these shows to see Ziggler wrestle because he's so fucking great in that ring. And I don't care if it's a face versus face match. I don't give a shit about that. We were screwed out of a potential 4.5-star match because they wanted to Zayn to get the bigger reaction, which is stupid, utterly stupid.
This was still a good match.
Yeah, it was.
It was decent. It was okay.
Again,
product of who he's in the ring with.
I found it more entertaining. I'm saying like I would have if they kept the belt on Miz in the first place and kept this momentum going and have him lose the title to Zayn, I think it would have more.
Yeah, this match would have been.
I think people would have cared about the match more. If they let the Miz like do cut promos saying, Daniel was the internet darling. Now this person's the current internet darling. Guess what? I'm gonna beat both of them.
That would have been so much better story.
Except for just randomly throwing them together for the very fact of throwing them together.
But then Miz pretty much took Ziggler's spot. This was supposed to be Ziggler's spot. Really.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't know if Ziggler's injured or he's not going to be.
No, like I said, the reason is they wanted a heel versus.
They wanted a heel versus face match, right? And from what what I heard originally was that they wanted to take the belt off of. They wanted Zayn to take the belt off of a heel. So in that case, why the hell have Miz lose the belt to No Mercy, have him keep this momentum train going, which he had a good momentum going from September, and have him lose to the Inner Darling?
You think WWE booked that way though?
That would be the smart way to go.
Do you think WWE would do that though?
No.
Exactly.
I don't think they would.
You can't think of.
I'm saying that's what they should.
Perspective. They should have done that.
Yeah.
But their perspective's a whole lot different. They wanted to put. They felt Ziggler deserved to have the IC championship
For the fifth time. And
the Miz had more? Sixth time.
Sorry, sixth time.
Sixth time for the Miz, and I think Ziggler's only like 4 or 5.
He's held it for
5 times.
No, I'm talking about like how long he held it for, and he didn't really do much with it.
Because he didn't hold the title long enough to be put in a main spot.
Plus, why when he won the title, they started that whole SmackDown versus Raw match. We didn't get a little bit.
He didn't have any title defenses. They didn't give him a chance to defend the title.
He had one. He only had 2 title defenses. Both of them were against the Miz.
Yeah,
he won one of them, and then he lost it, and then he lost it on SmackDown. It's still him losing it on the week of Survivor Series is stupid.
Yeah, it was.
It is really dumb.
It is dumb. It was stupid booking.
It's hot shot booking, and that's what sucks. And then, by the way,
it happens. They change things on the fly.
Yeah, and which, by the way, that doesn't always work. And we'll get to that later because that's what the main event feels like.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be interesting.
We'll preview of that later.
All right, let's move on.
Oh, this match was good, and Miz winning made sense because you really didn't want to lose the IC.
I think you don't want him to lose the title, but I think that the title is better suited on Raw because it's more mid carders.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. For
SmackDown, your 2 mid carders are Miz and Ziggler.
Yeah,
because Apollo Crews is not built up at all.
Baron Corbin is just.
Corbin is just with. We'll get to that Corbin later.
Yeah,
Corbin's with them.
Corbin's massively green, and they gave him like 0 time.
Who else? Who else is in the mid card at SmackDown?
But not anybody's like good job.
Yeah.
There's no one.
That's why I say the title's better suited on Raw.
There's 3.
Just end this brand split after WrestleMania. It's not work. I feel like
it didn't work from the start. You know why? Because they stacked Raw. SmackDown.
Because Raw has the cruiserweights.
When on the first night I knew it was messed up when they were having that No More Contention Battle Royal, and it was down to Kalisto, Eric Rowan, Zack Ryder, and Dolph Ziggler with a final 4.
I mean, I think they're very top heavy on SmackDown.
They're all extremely top heavy.
Let's see, Styles, Ambrose, Cena, Orton, Bray Wyatt. Yeah, that's a stacked half of the card. Yeah. And now you brought Taker back, which is going to be the main event.
Yeah.
If you take the Intercontinental belt off of SmackDown, you could throw Ziggler and Miz into the top picture, into the main title. But you're going to have the cruiserweights on SmackDown, so they have something exclusive on SmackDown to watch. And the tag division,
interesting.
The only thing SmackDown has to go for it is the fact that they had AJ Styles as champion in it, and the tag division tech's not that bad. Women's division, not that bad either.
Decent.
And
yeah. But if you ask me, like, which one is actually, I think, a better utilizing of their talent?
It's
No, SmackDown.
Oh, SmackDown.
Because here's the reason why. I should not have a debate every single week. SmackDown. I shouldn't have that every single week. Raw should blow SmackDown on the water. And you know what? Half the time, half the time,
that's correct. Yeah, because
SmackDown should be Raw should be blowing away SmackDown week in, week out.
Yeah, because
of the sheer talent that they have.
Yeah. I think SmackDown is better booked. I think it's better. I think it's actually better written. I think it's.
You know why? Because it's.
I think it's better.
Less segments, more wrestling.
Yeah, I think
that's the way they're. That's they're trying to make them 2 separate entities.
Yep.
Where SmackDown's more focused on wrestling, it's why the wrestlers are over there pretty much, for the most part.
Yep.
And Raw's the segment-oriented show.
Typical shit.
Yeah, like typical Raw shit that's been happening where it's segment-oriented. Very top-heavy in the
I
main
don't
event.
mind both things though.
Win.
You don't want to have Raw and
Wins
SmackDown
matter.
the same. On
Wins
Raw,
better more on SmackDown because there's more opportunity.
Yep. And also
On Raw, there's less opportunity because you have your main guys
I'm on Team Lucha, by the way.
and
Team Lucha, all the way. Lucha Underground, best wrestling show on the television
yeah, I'll say it's Raw.
with Raw, it's very top-heavy in the main event scene.
and talk heavy.
Where the mid card is okay.
Yep.
But there's a lot of people who shouldn't be in the mid card that are in the mid card. Like the man who just lost at Survivor Series, Sami Zayn, should not be in the mid card.
Let's think about this too.
Also your the supposed mid card belt you have there, the United States title,
Yeah.
is on a main eventer.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd say Roman is a main eventer.
He is a main eventer.
He's main eventer. Doesn't even need the US Championship. They just put the fucking belt on him because so people stop booing him. Basically.
And they still
move him lower down in the card.
Yep.
Give him a lower card championship to humiliate him in a way.
Which is what they just did.
And it didn't work because he took his boo.
Yeah, he still didn't do it.
They
Anyway,
thought, hey, maybe if we move him out of the main event picture for a few months, he will get cheered. And he did at the beginning of the Rusev feud. He did get cheered. The first night he came out during the wedding segment, he got cheered. But then after that, it reverted back to the same shit.
And I'll say this: I think, like if I had to say a better show, I don't know which one's better. Sometimes Raw is better, sometimes SmackDown.
Sometimes SmackDown's better, sometimes Raw is better, but SmackDown for the most part is very bland. Very, very bland.
SmackDown, you know what SmackDown is? From what I've seen, SmackDown has been, ever since the brand split, SmackDown has been better than Raw. Because Raw has been, when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's terrible. When SmackDown's bad, it's just forgettable.
Yeah.
That's true.
But it's real. But some of the segments are really good.
Yeah.
Like the Miz TV segment with Ziggler and Miz, that is,
Oh, that's the best segment they had.
they've had since the brand
Since
split.
the brand split.
I was actually saying all year.
Not the
Let's
best
do
since
say-
talking segment in general.
With
but
Raw
since the
too,
brand
they have a
split,
lot of
it's the
guys like they talk about just floating, nobody doing nothing. Like Sami Zayn,
Sami Zayn's doing nothing. Darren Young is doing nothing.
Titus O'Neil.
best. That's the
The
problem. with
cruiserweight
this-
division's a
That's
waste.
the problem with this brand split. This brand split was talked up like it was gonna be huge, and it fell massively flat.
Yep.
Because mid-card guys that were supposed to be getting pushed on each brand aren't getting pushed.
Like for
Like they
example,
promised.
Like
They
for-
promised us like, oh, new stars are gonna be made. New stars aren't gonna be made. It's just the same stars before
Yep.
getting the same push.
I would say that
which was
the
basically
biggest
nothing.
benefit is definitely Kevin Owens, but that's because Finn Balor got hurt.
yeah.
Then
AJ Styles got
in a way that was in a strange way, because even though Finn Balor's amazing and he can carry a company by himself, him getting hurt opened the door for Seth Rollins to turn face, and Seth Rollins has been a great face so far.
Anyway, Dean
Also,
Ambrose.
too,
He would have never turned face had he. I believe that he would never have turned face had Finn Balor not been injured,
Okay,
because they
Dean,
needed that top baby face.
we're going off the rails here.
Yeah,
Dean
so
Ambrose
we'll talk-
backstage.
After the Miz, and he talk.
Next.
AJ Styles comes up and they get into they start bickering because they got the TLC match coming up. So Shane McMahon has to pull him both. So I don't know if that was good. Kind of good way to go with the TLC match.
Team Raw, Enzo Amore, Big Cass, The Shining Stars, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Cesaro, Sheamus, Kofi Kingston, Big E with Xavier Woods and Francesca.
Oh, Turbo. But just good 2 Turbo. That's what they call him.
Yep.
Versus Team SmackDown, Heath Slater and Rhino. I'm not calling them that.
And why do you keep calling him that?
Fabrice, the Hype Bros, the Usos, and American Alpha.
See, to me, this match was really good.
Yep.
It's just that
Didn't have enough time.
for me, yeah, exactly. You know, the match. Granted, they probably didn't want to go past 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
But they should have, because it should have been 4 hours if they wanted to make it to. Because to me, the tag team, this fell flat. I liked it. I thought it was a great match for a single reason. Once one person of the team got eliminated, your team was eliminated. I
Yeah.
hate that. Absolutely hate that. So Kofi was pinned first, so that means the fucking tag team fucking champions are out of the match at the very beginning.
Well, that's
You're tag team champions. You're most over team in the company right now at this period in time.
Yep.
Your best tag team is out within the first 2 minutes of the show. 2 minutes of this match.
I'll tell you, it's out. They were out in 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Kofi, Big E, gone.
So
Horrible. And instead of having Kofi getting pinned, he's eliminated, and Big E's still out there. Big E was gone too. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
It's 10 on 10.
I don't think it got how the concept worked because
They never explain how the concept works.
Yeah.
It's a 10 on 10 elimination match. You think here one person's gone, then your team's not eliminated, but that person from your team is eliminated.
you guys have watched the old Survivor Series. Have you guys ever done that or no?
Kind of.
Because they had these matches. Because this isn't the first time they've had this match.
This is the first time I've had it, but I hate the idea. Because
this
Big E didn't get eliminated. Kofi did.
No, obviously they did it back in the old days because this way is obviously because of the time. It would
Yeah.
be, there was a lot of teams.
They had another half hour to it. They could have done it. It was rushed.
But
It's still a good match.
yeah, I actually didn't really like the beginning because when the New Day got out, I was like, that's bullshit. Like I was
It is.
pissed
It was
about
so stupid. They fell within a minute.
Like the most over tag team and then being the most talented tag team.
Who?
It's the American Alpha.
Yeah, they got out.
Yeah.
It should come down to American Alpha versus New Day.
It should have been the New Day. If they wanted to keep Cesaro and Sheamus for the end, fine.
Yeah.
But it should have been Cesaro and Sheamus, New Day, American Alpha, and the Usos. Keep that dynamic of the teams feuding with each other.
I didn't really like what was it I didn't like about this match? Just felt weird. Like it felt rushed.
It did feel
This
rushed. Like
match
I
should have
said,
been-
because Big E didn't get eliminated, and Kofi got eliminated, and Big E was eliminated too.
Yep.
It's like that doesn't make any sense.
No, because that's how they did it all the time that way.
They
Because,
did back then because don't give a shit. And then those Survivor Series matches lasted 5.5 minutes.
And now we do.
And now we actually have talent in the company.
Yep.
Not just Bret Hart. We have talent in the company.
Doink the Clown versus Jerry Lawler. Anybody?
yeah, maybe they should have had like the elimination style that way.
Elimination style where one person gets eliminated from each side, not when you're eliminated, a tag team gets eliminated.
I don't know if maybe they thought about it, but maybe it got too jumbled because it's so tough to book a match with the tag teams like
It is,
this.
but it is at the same time. It makes sense because Big E never got eliminated. So,
It's very weird.
Big E, they weren't double pinning at the same time. Big E and Kofi didn't get.
I never get
both
to with
pinned.
these Survivor Series matches. I know it's elimination, so it's not gonna like. Why do they ever go break up the pin? Like it doesn't make any sense because then they're like, oh, now he's down to a 4-on-1 advantage. It's the other guy's fault if he doesn't go break up the pin.
It's like a tag team partner breaks up the pin, but no one else does.
Yeah,
It's like you realize your team fucking loses if you're out.
yeah.
Pretty much. If you lose, it's your fault.
But
Because you
overall,
didn't break up the pin.
overall, a really good match. I think I didn't care about it too the first time because a lot of the first half of the match was like the shining stars in the match.
The
So
fucking Shining Stars and Breezango eliminated first, which I really didn't give a shit about.
yeah.
They really cared about Breezango.
Anderson and Gallows looked really dominant in this match. They eliminated two people two teams, I should say. Which
Two
I liked.
people. 'Cause, essentially, one person get eliminated means the tag team's eliminated.
I liked the Usos looked really good in this match.
That's awesome.
They still kind of play the babyface role in this match.
Weird.
So
I say one thing with the Usos: get rid of the splash. Do it on SmackDown because you're like trying to be, the good guys
yeah,
for one night. Get rid of the splash.
completely. I think they will after this.
Go back to use the super kick. Use something else.
Yeah.
No top
I like-
rope maneuvers.
And obviously, I liked Cesaro and Sheamus. And once it got down to like Enzo and Cass, like the last few minutes of the match was definitely really worth watching.
Yeah.
And Sheamus and Cesaro, I actually was fine with.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, I liked Cesaro taking the double super kick for the team.
Yeah.
Shows that they can work together. And like I said, this is going to. It's a broken record by now, but eventually, I think it's going to lead to a Sheamus face.
It's going there. He's actually starting to act a little bit more like a face.
Yeah.
And
Should have been done by now, but
I really didn't like.
I feel like that dynamic.
What else? Obviously, too. when Rhino outdoor Luke Gallows, that was really cool. That was really impressive. Overall, really good tag team match, and
Cesaro and Sheamus, that's all survivors.
yeah,
They did their typical thing at the end of the match where Sheamus tries to take all the glory.
and Cesaro
Comes up, putting his arms up in the air, and the crowd goes crazy for him, and they boo Sheamus. He leaves the ring after Sheamus basically shuts him down. Runs around the ring with his arms up in the air, jumps up on the barricade and celebrates with the crowd. He is massively over as a babyface.
Now, I personally think what I didn't also like about the show, I know it's jumping a little ahead of myself. SmackDown should have won at least one of these traditional Survivor Series matches, just because.
They did.
Huh?
They did.
They did.
No, Raw won.
No, SmackDown won.
No,
They won one of them.
no,
SmackDown won the men's.
no. I'm saying like before the men's one, like it should have been 1-1. Was because like
SmackDown
Raw,
also won the IC belt.
Yeah.
because Raw kind of looked dominant on this whole show.
Well, it's a superior brand, technically.
Yeah.
So if you think of it, that's Vince's baby. That's his child. That's his brainchild.
Yeah, SmackDown.
He doesn't want his brainchild to be upstaged by SmackDown, which is The Rock's show. The Rock came up with that idea.
Yeah, pretty much because of this whole like SmackDown
Yeah.
and all that.
It's his brand. It's his show. He came up with it.
Okay, here we go. Next up, the most latest castration of Mick Foley, Stephanie McMahon.
It was bad.
Next.
Don't even care.
But they did make a tag title match with New Day versus Cesaro and Sheamus, which they probably
Should be a good match.
Yeah.
Kalisto versus the Brian Kendrick.
For the Cruiserweight title.
Yes.
This is the match that brought me the Aftershock Corner Championship.
I thought it was an okay,
Yeah, it was okay.
fairly okay match. Just a fuck finish with Baron Corbin coming in and hitting Kendrick first, which got Kalisto disqualified, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and it gave Brian Kendrick the win via
And then
disqualification.
made the Cruiserweight stay on Raw.
And therefore, the Cruiserweight division will now stay on Monday Night Raw.
Because they want to be unpredictable.
Yeah.
I liked the move where Sin Cara did where he was on the apron and he did the spin, like the because I was thinking because that's Sin Cara's old move, so like Mystico when he used to be on the ropes and would do that spinning move off the top rope.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the name of the move, so but I think that looked really cool. The captain's hook, because I thought the police was going to tap out with that captain's hook. Well, this was I thought a pretty good match.
Ruined by the Baron Corbin finish
Yeah.
because should have been SmackDown.
And it didn't make any sense because the whole reason Shane McMahon was on the team was because Corbin supposedly had got hurt. But he was out there fine, fresh as a daisy.
I guess he's fine. I guess that the injury, I guess he can't sell
Yeah.
because he looked like he was dead on Tuesday, and
Yeah.
then on Sunday it's perfectly fine.
This reminded me of
no ill effects.
This reminded me too of when Jack Swagger had to be left off a Survivor Series team and he wrestled on that show.
Yeah.
So it's like WWE lighting team forgot about that injury angle. And then later on, I just kind of say now, so that's the next segment. Daniel Bryan's pissed at him because it cost him the entire group. Yeah. Corbin says he doesn't give a shit, so he's gonna get punished on SmackDown. I don't know what the punishment
Punished for the WWE World Division.
You didn't write down the teams.
Well, obviously know who's on each team. There's a Team Raw versus Team SmackDown.
The
Man
man-
is traditional
damn it.
5-on-5 match.
I was saving my joke.
This match was the match of the night.
This match was awesome.
It was an hour long. It was great.
It was great.
Um,
Great match. I didn't like Dean Ambrose getting eliminated early. I thought that was a little bit stupid.
Well, yeah, I
No,
like
stupidest
the.
thing, but we'll get to that.
I like how with this match,
I'm talking about this match in particular.
Right.
I know
this
you
match
guys
wasn't
were
like
stupid.
what this match felt different. Like they let this match get out of control.
They did, which is good. It should. These traditional Survivor Series matches,
Yeah,
they shouldn't be, oh, you gotta stay in your corner, you gotta stay in your corner.
one
It's gotta
weird,
be out of
one
control.
weird spot I found though was when Ambrose, before he got eliminated, went to hit a dive on Braun Strowman, and he picks him around and walks away, and he walks around with him, and he doesn't do, and he didn't,
Fuck you.
and he didn't do anything. He just kind of
He didn't.
yeah,
He picked him up. He walked around the ring with him,
and he
and
got
then put
taken,
him down.
and then he got taken out by Styles, I think, or Jericho, one of the two. He got taken out by-
Strowman?
Yeah.
You
When
got
he-
taken out by
when
Randy Orton.
No, when he was lifting.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
Ellsworth grabbed his leg.
But
he got eliminated from that. But
yeah, but Strowman because he was kicking guys' asses, and
Strowman got eliminated because he's too much of a monster to be in this match.
One RKO'd him on the table. Shane McMahon did the elbow drop, right through the announce
Right through the
table.
announce table, which was better than the one he did on Undertaker because it hit Braun Strowman with the elbow.
Yep.
It didn't hit the fucking
And,
table first.
The referee
And then
starts.
Taker.
Well, I forgot that Ambrose got eliminated with the power slam because Styles and Ambrose couldn't get along, which is
And Shane kept trying to stumble back at the ring to separate them apart.
Yeah.
And he couldn't.
And we're gonna get because that's gonna be very important.
This ties in
Yeah.
to what happens eventually.
Get back.
Ramifications for them trying to go at each other
And
actually beating the shit out of each other.
and when
Even
Ambrose
the
does later in this match, I think it's gonna be some huge. So Strowman goes to get back in the ring, but then Ellsworth was holding his leg, so he couldn't get in. So then Strowman murders James Ellsworth. He just beats the shit out of him, throws him right off the stage. It feels like
I can't say it enough. Thank you, Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
You made my fucking night doing that.
I just love watching James Ellsworth get his
Oh my god, I enjoy it. I get sick pleasure out of it.
And then the match continues for a little while, longer. They just continue wrestling the match, and then eventually we finally got, I think, the final blow of what's going to be the Owens Jericho feud, which I think is
I missed this part because I had left my living room. I don't know what
AJ
happened.
Styles was doing really good in the match. He was kicking Chris Jericho's ass. He was about to put him away, and then Owens hits Styles with the list of Jericho, and he just hits him with it again and again and again because you can't use weapons. He broke the list, and he pumped up power bombed Styles, and Jericho's like all distraught about this and they piped up like this was his life's work, and then
months.
Jericho
It was his last work.
and
Just
Jericho
added on to the 1,005 volts.
and Jericho was looking at Owens all upset and distraught,
You stupid idiot.
and then Orton laid out Jericho with the RKO and got the not the victory, but he got the elimination. So I think now they're gonna.
Because I left the room for like, I think I was like on the bathroom or something. I left and I came back and I saw that the list was like crumpled up and I was like, what the fuck happened?
So now they're gonna.
list.
So now I think Jericho's gonna obviously say something about it tonight, and everyone's just gonna say something like, I was just trying to do desperation, but then everyone's gonna say like, I never cared about your list. I never cared about you. I just used you to keep this championship.
Really, if he said that.
Yeah. Like if
The list could get over massively with Chris Jericho if Chris Jericho didn't fucking face by now.
and
Makes sense.
Now I think
Because that's such a face thing to do.
yeah.
The clicking of the pen emphatically.
I would just hope they don't get rid of it now that they've destroyed it.
They realize that they realize that once is over as a babyface, and then Chris Jericho's list is over as a second babyface.
Yeah.
So
when a piece of paper is more over than Roman Reigns.
So then it's down to Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, 2 members of the Shield.
which I thought was like, what was it, like 25 minutes? There was like 4 on 2.
Yeah. Versus Styles, which I forgot about Styles because he got laid
I
out.
forgot about half of these teams that were in the match.
McMahon.
The Usos, for instance, in that tag team match were gone for like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, so who's left? And I was like, oh, the Usos are still in there.
Shane McMahon was gone after for like a while after.
Yeah. Cesaro too. Speaking of that tag team match,
Yeah.
too.
What else?
Cesaro was gone for like 25 minutes.
I forgot about Beauty and the Man Beast.
I don't even know even in a match. But
I
it's
said
I think that's what the problem is with some of these Survivor
It's
Series matches.
too much rest time
Yeah.
in a way.
But Styles got a lot of rest time after the power bomb.
Disappeared.
Yep. And
I was like, the Styles eliminated. I'm like, oh, there he is, crawling back up to the apron.
Shane McMahon
Disappeared into
starts
obscurity.
going off on Rollins and Reigns, which I didn't really think looked believable that this guy was able to take out Rollins and
And
Reigns.
also, too, this is the reason why I don't want to see Shane McMahon back in the ring ever again. I made this distinction. The fact that his punches don't look realistic.
No.
And 2 is the fact that when Roman was hitting him with the clotheslines, he kept falling down.
Yeah.
Roman hit the last 4 clotheslines were hit on the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Because Shane McMahon's head was on the second turnbuckle.
But
I was like,
then,
what the fuck is going on? Stand up.
so then Shane McMahon goes for coast
So,
to coast
Jerry.
You can't sell.
without the trash can, and Roman Reigns hits a
More
6.
realistic than Shane McMahon's punch, by the way.
Roman Reigns hits the spear right out of midair, right under Shane McMahon.
That was a brutal spear. It was freaking awesome.
And he goes for the pin, and
They stopped the pin because
I think he legit probably got hurt from that.
I don't think he got hurt.
He definitely.
But it's because no, it's kind of a funny tidbit about this. Randy Orton actually went to his wife and his kids and said that he's okay. So that proves that that was
probably
the
did that
spot in
during
the match.
Yeah.
Because right after it happened, he went over to Marissa, who's Shane's wife and his kids, and he said he's okay. It was just a part of the match.
Yeah. That had to probably hurt him a little bit.
Oh yeah, obviously he gets fucking speared out of midair. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but it's not like significant injuries.
So then
Shane McMahon's just very good at stuff.
Yeah.
So
So then it's
looks
down
like he's
to
dead every time he steps.
Orton, Styles, Wyatt versus Rollins and Reigns, and they just proceed to beat the shit out of Rollins and Reigns. So they're pretty much kicking their ass. There's no chance that Raw's gonna come back. Then Dean Ambrose wins. You want to talk about this part?
This part had me fucking creaming in my pants. So Ambrose comes out. He's beating the shit out of AJ Styles. He's throwing him all around the ring.
DQ probably somewhere, but
Yeah, but the tag team partners,
Yeah.
the tag team in the match. So obviously it's not going to count as disqualification. But a lot of them, he's beating the crap out of them. Security comes out. They can't stop him. Get Ambrose under control. They're pushing him through the time area, and they show Rollins and Reigns, and they're talking about all the Shield are in the same area together, whatever. And Rollins looks over at Reigns, and they beat the shit out of the security guards. That got a huge pop from the crowd. It makes sense because they're all faces.
Yep.
They start beating the shit out of AJ Styles to the point where I was fucking marking out. I was like, holy shit, it's the shit. I'm marking out right now. I just fucking talking about it gets me so pumped up. And they triple powerbomb him through AJ Styles through the announce table.
Spanish one.
Which
And
is
actually,
awesome.
I liked one spot too when they went to tear apart the Spanish announce table, and one was like, I don't like this thing anyways. But yeah, this was a markout.
Oh, that's an absolute 100% markout moment. The best stable in WWE history.
And it's caused Styles to get eliminated.
Caused Styles to be eliminated because triple powerbomb through the table.
Yeah. So I feel like Ambrose is going to get more repercussions.
Ambrose is going to bring
This is
more
why I kind of wish
repercussions, which I think towards the 27 return of the Shield.
I think. Now I wish
The Undertaker's gonna get revenge on Dean Ambrose.
But didn't Taker say who cost them the match, he would face them? He didn't cost them the match.
No,
They still won.
I know, but I want to see Dean Ambrose versus.
It's most likely going to be AJ Styles, but
and then afterwards, Rollins tries to fight it because now it's down to Orton and Wyatt, and Luke Harper comes up from underneath the win.
yeah.
And was Ambrose to come back out, but
Rollins gets eliminated from an RKO.
when he goes to the Frog
When
Splash.
he goes to the Frog Splash, hits an RKO on him, he gets eliminated. Now it's 4-on-1, or it's
2-on-1.
3-on-1.
3-on-1, including Harper.
Yeah.
2-on-1 in the match, 3-on-1 including Harper. They beat the shit out of Roman Reigns, and
And the big key thing is when Reigns went for his spear, Orton took the blow for Bray Wyatt, and Wyatt hit the Sister Abigail. So I'm still skeptical, though. I still think it's a
Yeah.
fool.
False sense of
false sense of
security.
security, but Team SmackDown gets the win. And overall, that was the best match of the night.
Yeah.
And you had a
one
couple
thing-
of markout. You had a markout moment with the Shield getting back together for that one spot.
And you had a lot of setup for future angles. Obviously, Ambrose Styles,
Ambrose Styles,
Owen Jericho,
Owens Jericho, the reunion of the Shield.
and you obviously because it's being set up. Whereas Orton's probably going to turn on Bray Wyatt at some point. So
At some point, but I honestly,
sense of-
the false sense of security thing, I agree with it. But at the same time, more and more each week, I think this is a permanent thing.
yeah,
I'll believe it when I see it.
I'm the same thing too, but the way that he's taking the bullets for Bray, the way like
This is
they
the-
came out together for the Survivor Series match.
Chris. It's all the ruse.
It is all ruse. I know it's all
this
ruse.
is the way they should have done.
But it's
Yeah, you're
done
fine.
so perfectly to where you think that he's a legitimate member, though.
Yeah,
But
This is-
we don't believe it. I don't.
yeah, no. If they don't,
It's done so well.
if they didn't do this all the
This is probably the best like ruse type of storyline they've done. They've done them a lot in the past. And
Yeah.
like Dana Bryan was
We
terrible.
all knew this.
We all knew Dana Bryan was turning on him, but we don't know when exactly Randy was going to turn on him.
Yeah, because obviously too, like the thing is with Blind, you knew they weren't gonna keep him in that stable for long because, well, one, can you imagine if they still had kept him there when Punk was gone?
And yeah,
That would have been.
they had to. The reason why they basically kicked him out, they took him out of the Wyatt family is because one, didn't make any sense, and two, he's way too over to join the Wyatt family.
Yeah.
Even though the Wyatt family are over his heels,
Yeah.
His style does not match. Because he has a beard doesn't mean he fits in with the Wyatt family.
Every bearded member has to be part of the stable.
But it works.
Yeah.
But it's
Eric
actually,
Young too. He's gonna be there. He's gonna beard.
but actually, Orton's actually.
Long beard.
Randy Orton's actually really working though. Like he actually fits with this group in a way. I still hate the.
Also too, Randy Orton is now off television. That's
Yeah,
probably- His wife is giving birth.
Good for
I
you.
also,
Good
what
for
I
you.
also don't like, what I also don't like is the corny stuff they do with.
And the spear from Roman Reigns kind of sets up that taking time off
Yeah.
All
thing
right.
also too.
So we have the best match of the night.
You want
Follow
You're
the-
gonna talk about it on here.
I am. Followed up by the worst match of the night. Brock Lesnar
Versus Goldberg.
with Paul Heyman facing the man, the myth, what the fuck, Goldberg.
Talk about it.
No,
This is John.
I want to get my 2 cents in.
Well, let's let John say what
I want
happened.
to get my 2 cents in first.
Alright.
Before, because me say get my point out first, and you guys get your point out after. Because
Yeah, because you're.
we have a difference in opinions.
And yeah, if we had Steve, we could
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
But let's at least say what happened. So
Spear, jackhammer pin,
Yeah.
win. Goldberg wins.
in one, let's take a look
In
at
a
it.
minute and 25
5
seconds.
seconds. Not even a minute and a half. Not even a minute and 30 seconds. But
Oh shit.
too short.
Oh, yes, I know shit.
Let him
I
say.
like the concept of Goldberg going over. I don't like the way the match was executed. Goldberg winning was the feel-good story. It made sense for either of them to win. You have to agree, it made sense for either of them to win.
I still haven't
But-
heard a valid reason for why Goldberg won. So,
It makes sense for either of them to win. Because Goldberg wants to make up for the mistake that he made in 2004, where he gave up and didn't give a shit anymore and really said, fuck you, WWE. This was his makeup. And the reason why he is extending his run to the Royal Rumble, spoiler alert, he's staying into the Rumble to fight the Beast Incarnate, is because of the reaction he got was so enormous that I think they changed their decision last minute to have Goldberg win.
okay.
But the way that he did that, I would like it to go on a little bit longer with offense from Brock Lesnar.
You want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
That's in John's opinion class because this is the most explosive.
Yeah.
So
We saw last night.
Yes,
I mean, John's probably going to say that about the same thing. I'm going to say.
roughly.
This is kind of goes back to the whole thing where Brock Lesnar, he beats the streak. The Undertaker's undefeated streak. He's this big monster, and you just kind of threw away that investment. You know, you would go into that investment where Brock Lesnar had beaten the streak, and then Goldberg just goes in there and just destroys him like nothing. Also, this is the same guy that destroyed John Cena.
Orton.
Yep, Orton,
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
who was a champion at the time.
Yep.
And
Jamie Noble. Jerry Murray.
Jamie knows. The car.
pretty
The
much,
car.
pretty much blown
Almost
away.
murdered a fan in the process.
And this is a guy
Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose, yep.
kicked his ass at WrestleMania.
Would have destroyed Bray Wyatt had he gotten his hands on him.
Yeah.
Kofi.
Kofi, Big E, Xavier,
H.
Triple H. Exactly. Like
Punk.
we can run down the list. Punk. Run down the list of many superstars.
And these are all full-time guys. Goldberg hasn't wrestled a match in 12 years. You could say he's done run-ins with Spears, but he hasn't wrestled a match in 12 years.
I do agree with that.
And he can just come in there easily
Running
and
and doing a
destroy.
spear is 100% different. Than
Especially-
running and having a match.
Especially,
I would argue this is actually a run.
Yeah, exactly.
and especially too, now that I just thought about this off the top of my head, dude, he was injured on Raw, and he's able to come in here and destroy Brock Lesnar who's 100% healthy.
It's also the fact that he did not win because he was hurt. That came out afterwards. He did not win because he was hurt.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like you said, he was hurt. You said
He hurt himself.
Yeah.
Fighting the security guards, but that was not the reason why he won so quickly.
Logical.
Yeah, no, yeah. The logical standpoint, yeah.
I'm not saying that's why he won. Brock Lesnar, who did not deserve to get bitched out, and everyone's gonna probably point to his steroid thing in the UFC and that he deserved to get punished for it. Now, I personally think that this was not to punish Brock Lesnar in any way for that whatsoever. They were going to punish him for it. They would have done it back at SummerSlam.
They would punish him way back. I think it was more so to make Brock look strong in a way, just to show that he's still dominant.
Yeah.
But it did not agree with the finish of that match. Brock
Lesnar, this match also was I wouldn't even say it was hyped up since the summer. They were making videos talking about it.
Hyped up since the summer, but the actual build-up didn't start until late September.
But people were speculating on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In I want to say July.
Late August.
When he signed the contract.
When he signed down to be on the video game.
Yeah. So you have Brock Lesnar, and Goldberg. You've been building this match up since the summertime. Everybody pays money to see this match, and you just ripped off the fans, and you just ripped off everyone that was at least looking forward to it. Because I was actually looking forward to quite a little bit when they were building it up, and then I knew the match was gonna not be as good as it's built up, but I did not expect it not to be that good.
The thing is too with Brock, he's the beast incarnate. He should be able to kick out of a jackhammer.
Yeah.
I expected him to kick out of a jackhammer. He hit him with 2 spears. He hits him with a jackhammer. I was expecting him to kick out of like 1 to show that he's the more dominant.
That's what should have happened.
And then he come up, hit him with a few German suplexes, hit him with a few belly to bellies, and then hit the F5 and win.
Yeah.
Would you have been happy with that outcome?
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. It would have been a much better outcome.
And then also,
I'm on that bandwagon. Brock should have won also too.
Yeah.
The way that Goldberg won. Now I was fucking pumped that he won last night, but now as the time has gone along, that was not a good finish.
Yeah.
People paid $70,
$80
to order it on TV, and let alone go to the arena and pay hundreds of dollars for these tickets.
Now I'll admit,
and that's the main event
I did pop just because it was such a shocking thing.
It was a shock. I was like, I fucking marked.
But then I had to take back a couple of minutes, and I was like, this is stupid.
Yeah. After I woke up.
You had to about that a little bit when that happened.
Nope.
No.
I immediately said, and you saw it in the chat, it's the stupidest decision. I think WWE.
Now, there's obviously something else I want to say, but I'll just let you take the floor because so you can win all the points that have been brought up. You're probably gonna put up stuff
the most explosive points ever made in the Aftershock order.
Well, or do you want me to say finish mine?
You can finish up here. So go ahead.
I just feel like I'm gonna be taking. Or you're gonna go off more explosive.
I'll dive more into this.
So it's about to be grenade launcher type explosives.
Oh, no. Now everybody talks about long-term bookings. This isn't gonna do anything long-term for Goldberg. Either of them, but Goldberg. This should have been something. Brock Lesnar losing should have been happening to someone that was a full-time guy like Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, AJ Styles. Maybe not AJ Styles.
Had you been upset if Goldberg won in a 10-minute match?
I'd still be pissed.
But you wouldn't be as mad if it was.
Yeah, I wouldn't be as mad, but the fact that it's a squash, more pissed.
Yeah.
It just makes Lesnar look like crap. And he can't come back. There's no excuses. There's no excuse. You could say oh, well, I didn't expect. You took him too lightly, but also this was a way to rectify the WrestleMania 20 god awful match they had, and they didn't do that. And it's it just feels like they did it just for the money. They didn't do it. No one was going to be a good match.
They did it for the build-up, essentially. Yeah, that match was just for the build-up.
Yeah. I would say this though, Goldberg doesn't look like he's aged at all.
He looks like he walked out of a fucking time machine.
I thought we were back in 2004 for a second there.
He looked good, but in terms of physical body, it was good, but it's different in the ring.
Different in the ring, yeah.
So there has to.
It looks like he hasn't aged either.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's a 50-year-old Goldberg.
Yep.
So it's not this isn't 30-year-old Goldberg anymore.
Yep.
And Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. It's just, I think this is just, we're gonna
And the fact that he lost in such convincing fashion, too.
First time in life he lost Finch since he got back.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
See them.
No, he didn't lose.
Street Wolves.
He didn't lose clean.
He's never.
The chain and the chain.
I don't think he's ever lost.
That's the first time
clean
he's lost clean.
Since he came back to WWE in 2012.
That's the first time.
But yeah, it was
He's
just.
always one with.
I feel like
Seth Rollins cashing in. And
everyone's gonna say this is good now, but I guarantee you, long-term booking wise, especially too, if you're just gonna have Brock Lesnar win at WrestleMania anyways, what's the point of doing this? Everyone's gonna say this was a bad decision. You're gonna you will sit here and say this was not a good decision.
I already don't like it.
Yep.
Now that I've
You had time to
had time to digest it, because at the time I'm a huge Goldberg fan.
Yeah.
And I loved it. But we know Brock's winning the next match.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't make any sense for Goldberg to win again.
Yeah.
Because he got his win. He got 2 wins against Lesnar. Lesnar's going to end that undefeated streak of Goldberg against him.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be in the fucking most. It's going to be in less time than what we're Goldberg
1
beat
at
him.
5 and wins.
Yep. He's going to hit him with a spear. He's going to take Goldberg's own finisher from him and then hit him with the F5 and win.
Yep.
Let's let John now have the floor. I feel like it's kind of different, but
Well, it's nothing against Bill. I like Bill. Cool in the 90s. But when you have a 4-year investment in one guy, that's your biggest draw. We have to admit that Brock Lesnar is the biggest draw WWE has had in years. Card people will pay this. Why? Because it's edgy, it's cool, you got good work, you got good mic work from Heyman. Whatever it's gonna be, good or bad, it's gonna be spectacular. And you have him beat the streak. You give him the biggest win in wrestling.
Yep.
You have him go on a dominant 2-year run. And people are speculating for years, who's going to be the one that beat Lesnar? Who's the one that's going to beat Lesnar? And you have him lose to a 45-year-old man who hasn't wrestled in 12 years, who, by the way, is not good for your long-term investment, who's not there for the long term. Neither is Lesnar, by the way. Lesnar's not there long term either. But you could have given that win to someone who's going to be there long term, be your workhorse. Someone like a Balor or a Joe or an AJ Styles or someone like that.
You know what I've done if they a little bit better would be have it be a surprise opponent. If they weren't going to bring Goldberg back, have Lesnar appear in the show, surprise opponent is so-and-so.
Yeah.
Or Samoa Joe or someone like that.
Feel-good stories are good for your little short-term, one-night kind of thing, but they're not good for long-term. I'll give you an example here. Remember when Hulk Hogan won the WWE title in 2002?
Yeah.
When he won that, it was awesome.
The Hulkster.
But what happened 2 weeks later? People realized this is not the good decision. It's a good, nice little moment, but long-term, it doesn't work. This will not work. Because you kind of just you pissed away everything. You pissed away the streak. I think you pissed away like the fact that you gave him that Taker loss there. And and apparently you said that Goldberg is going to be facing Brock 2 more times, right?
At least once, I think. One meter is we're on one then.
Is that it for Goldberg?
Yeah.
I
think at least. I don't know, because they said fucking Survivor Series is going to be his last time.
In that case, have it be a no contest. If you were going to have it a next match, have it be a no contest. Don't have Brock lose in 1 minute and 30 seconds. And not even get a lick of offense in. Your big, dominant beast incarnate.
Lose money to your company since the second you brought him back.
Yeah.
And a surprising move.
Your most credible guy. The most credible guy in the company. You have him lose to a guy who hasn't wrestled in 12 years. In fact, the most he's done in 12 years is 2 spears in this awful movie called Santa Sled. That's what he's done in 12 years.
In terms of wrestling in 12 years, he's hit 4 spears and 1 jackhammer.
All the ones got Steiner, actually.
2 on Scott Steiner, 2 on Lesnar, and 1 jackhammer on Lesnar.
Yeah. That's all he's done in 12 years. Lesnar has been a cash cow. Absolute cash cow. And you just made him look like a joke. You made your roster look like an absolute joke as well. Because, yeah, well, it's cool to see an old-fashioned Goldberg kind of a match. That's what this was. It was an old, like, Goldberg come out, beat him in 2 minutes and leave.
Yeah.
Which was awesome at the time.
Yeah.
But guess that wasn't against, like, Hogan, Nash. No, those guys got 30 minutes. But really, Brock, if you're going to do that, then have
That's like Razor Ramon coming back after he got for not Scott Hall, Razor Ramon coming back after fucking 20-something years being away and winning the WWE title.
beating Roman. Beating Roman Reigns.
Beating Roman Reigns to the United States Championship.
Yep. It does nothing. It really does nothing. And I've heard one good answer. I've heard stuff like, well, Goldberg is standing up to bullies. Well, guess what? You already have people that do that already. You have Cena, Roman, you have other people to do that for. Top 8 Dean Ambrose.
Seth.
Yes, you have people like that. Goldberg is not a bully. Unless you haven't noticed, a 6'6", 270-pound ex-football player, eight is not what we call, the tiny giant going for the bully.
Yeah.
Going to stand to the bully. Brock Lesnar, he's a dick. He's an asshole. We all know this. Yes, he had his little incident with steroids, which, by the way, everybody cheats. Just throwing that out there. The ones that get caught are stupid.
Although it's been massively cleaned up.
It's been massively cleaned up
since 2007.
Yep, but it's still
People still do get suspended. Roman Reigns more recently been suspended for adults, but
A lot of people suspended this year.
there's only one thing that Vince McMahon sees. Money.
I think he's been a billionaire twice already in basketball years. You know why? Because the his problem.
Yeah.
No matter what.
He's able to. If he was like, okay, if you ask me who brings me more money, Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar, Brock brings me more money. Which ultimately is what they care about.
Yeah.
And if you want to really maximize potential with that, you would have had him face off against someone at Mania and have him lose at Mania clean and have Lesnar have to be Lesnar's last match. That's really ultimately what it's going to be. But having him lose to Goldberg does not do anything for the company in the long term. At all. At all. Giving him this win does nothing for him.
Doesn't do anything.
No, and you also fucked a lot of people out of their money too. That's great. Go on. It's a ballsy decision.
Not just the live attendance, the WWE Network subscribers.
I feel like I just wasted my $10. But anyway,
Did you feel like you wasted your $10?
but that match.
With that match? Yes.
It's like, oh well, it was a ballsy decision. All because it's ballsy does not make it good. I suppose the finger poke of doom was a really ballsy move to do.
Yeah, it was a good fuck no.
This
was better than the finger poke of doom.
It was.
Because there was 3 more moves in it.
Yeah, I suppose that sending Jeff Hardy out there inebriated was a great idea.
Yep.
It's a ballsy
The
decision.
balls decision to send him out there only to be pinned in fucking a minute and a half.
I suppose Hulk Hogan coming out there and winning the WWE title at WrestleMania 9 was a really, really ballsy decision.
Yep.
It doesn't work.
We could go on.
I can go on.
Having Triple H win you and main event WrestleMania 25.
That's a ballsy move that failed. Having Triple H win.
That's for another.
That's all for another.
For another time.
That's a can of worms that we don't open.
I think I may challenge, if you guys want on the show, on the not the Retro Wrestling Review Series, a different show. On the fantasy booking series, we book up Brock Lesnar. Should have lost. Who we could lose.
Dude, yeah. The
That
Brock
would be-
Lesnar.
We could book the feud. We could book the setup. We could book the feud.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you want to have Goldberg squash him in a minute and a half, have it be someone that's really insignificant in the company.
maybe I know technically.
Kurt Hawkins, because it's a fucking.
Kurt Hawkins.
It's a brand.
I know, like
it's a
everyone
brand
did this for
pay-per-view.
Rusev. It would make sense with you.
That was his name. I was going to pick Rusev.
Yeah.
Listen, I think Rusev can afford a loss, guys. You don't have stock in Rusev.
Yeah.
Guess who has stock or had stock?
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. Guess what happened to that investment?
No longer there.
It's dead.
Actually, what you could have done.
The weight of the fact that I want to see. Okay, if you ask someone now, now granted for us, we're still gonna see Lesnar.
Yeah.
What? But say the casual wrestling fan.
Yeah.
They really see that and say, why would I want to watch Brock Lesnar matches?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get to give him a minute and a half.
You're all dogs of the world.
Yeah. Why would I want to see Lesnar? Why would I want to see Lesnar?
So we are ranting about this? Or we want to? I mean, we can wait for days and days, but I think
You
I
can
think
wait for
the-
days, honestly. I think you got past your.
That's it. That's
Yeah, you got your point out there.
yeah.
But,
That's the point.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the bully shit. Fuck that.
overall thoughts on the show. And wait-
I thought the show was really, really good until the main event that brought it to a thumbs in the middle. I can't call it a thumbs down show with that.
It's not a thumbs down show. But it was a good show.
Yeah.
I'd definitely give it a thumbs in the middle pointing up.
So I'll say,
I'd give it like a 7, 7.5.
I'd say that. I definitely
The
think
ending, definitely for me now, as I've had some time to digest what happened.
also,
It definitely brought it from a thumbs up and from a
definite thumbs up.
Yeah, definite thumbs up and like an 8.5 to like a fucking 7.5. Went down full.
because I was enjoying the show quite a
Yeah.
bit. I'll admit, I wasn't a little disappointed because it wasn't delivered like I thought it was going to, but it was still delivering. But then once that main event happened, it was like,
That's tag team that Raw the men's 5-on-5 matches was what saved the show.
Yeah.
That was an amazing match.
I'd say even
Amazing
Miz-
spot, and it just made
even
made
Miz
so
and
much
Zayn was
sense.
good.
Miz and Zayn was good. Kalisto, Brian Kendrick was good for the time they had. The tag team match was really good.
They kick off with the, I know you didn't see it, but the 6-man match was good, and Campbell versus
Yeah,
Luchaku
it was
wasn't
good.
bad.
Those
So,
good matches on the show
Yeah.
throughout.
I'd say this is definitely a lot better than last week's Survivor Series.
Oh, yes. Also, watch the Football Reporters
And then-
show.
This time I plugged it last time. So.
Thank you.
I plugged it last time, made sure of it. Please
Oh,
watch it.
Wait, Copeland's calling me. Hold on, wait.
Wait, Steve-O? Steve Ern?
Hello?
Fuck Lesnar. Fuck Goldberg.
Hello?
Fuck,
What's going on? We're just finishing. We're about to finish up the show. Say hi to everybody.
Yeah, you guys are live?
Yeah, we're live right now.
We're about to end it, actually.
And I have a message for all the viewers.
All right. Hold on. Let me make sure. Can you put it on your phone? See if you can. Let me just make sure they can hear you.
All right.
Just give us a minute.
Can you hear me?
I don't know
Wait,
yet.
hold on,
We're gonna go on live. And
Hold on,
watch it.
Steven. Steven Cokehead.
Oh, by the way, I'm the champ. I don't know if I said that.
Yeah, you did. You at the beginning of the show.
I'm calling to the Aftershock corner to
All right, I got it up.
Steve, speak.
that I will be coming with backup next time I'm on the Aftershock corner.
You will be? My phone's off, so it sounds off on my phone.
Okay, yeah, we can.
All right, we heard that. So you're gonna be coming with a guest?
Yep, we heard you, Steve.
All right, we heard you. Oh wait, he just left. That was a weird phone call. I'm gonna end it there.
finish. All right.